Hare Krishna. The mind may distract us, but it can't dishearten us. The mind is restless like a child, and sometimes it may just like a child is sitting with a mother, the child may say, oh, look at this, look at that, do this, do that. And the mother may be doing some important work, maybe reading something, cooking something, or doing some job at home or whatever. The mother may get distracted. So similarly, our mind is restless and it may distract us. Oh, look at this, look at that. The mind gets excited by the many pleasures that the world promises us. And as it gets excited and agitated by those pleasures, then we may get distracted by it. Now, distraction itself is unavoidable because the mind is inside us and the mind, oh, look at this, think about this, feel this. We can't completely neglect or shut out the mind because the mind is inside us. But we can decide how much attention we will pay to it. So, just like if we are driving a car and somebody sitting next to us, look at that. Now, we may just instinctively look at that, but we don't have to keep looking at that. And we definitely don't have to turn our car and go in that direction. We look at for a moment and then turn back and focus on moving our car ahead in the direction which we want to go. So, similarly, what we can do is, if we understand that the mind is different from us, that the mind's feelings are not our feelings, that the mind's desires are not our desires, the mind's ideas are not necessarily ideas that we have to accept, then we can distance ourselves from the mind and evaluate. Sometimes when we start practicing bhakti, we expect bhakti to purify us. And yes, the process of bhakti does purify us, but purification is often a gradual process. And even if we decide to give up some worldly pleasures, still the mind may get excited and may divert us towards them. Look at that, think about that, imagine that. So, when the mind keeps popping up with desires like this, we may get disheartened, thinking, oh, I am so impure, I am so fallen, I will never become pure. And this may make us quit the path of bhakti. But instead, if we understand that the mind will take time to grow up, the mind will take time to become purified. But if we equip ourselves with the understanding of the Bhagavad Gita, strengthen our intelligence, and we especially equip ourselves with a purposeful service for Krishna, then that service will ensure that we won't get too distracted. Okay, the mind is proposing this, no, but I have to do this important thing for Krishna, I don't have time for this. And we'll put it aside and move on towards Krishna. The Bhagavad Gita recommends this kind of intentional redirection of the mind in 6.26. It states, yato yato nischalati manaschanchalam asthiram tatastato niyam yaitad atmanya eva vasham nayed. It says, yato yato nischalati. The mind will wander here, there and everywhere. Why? Manaschanchalam asthiram. It is restless. But tatastato niyam yaitad. With niyam, with regulation, with discipline, bring it back under control. Atmanya eva vasham nayed. When, without becoming disheartened by the mind's distractedness, we bring it back and we focus our consciousness on Krishna. By this repeated exercise, gradually the mind will start realizing that what lies ahead of us, our connection with Krishna, that is actually more exciting and fulfilling than what lies around us. And once the mind gets that understanding, then it will become excited about Krishna instead of about worldly things, and then it will aid us in our progress towards Krishna and towards the supreme fulfillment in absorption in Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna.